Welcome Pisces, this is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your solar eclipse reading. It's also the new moon in Aries, so I will do the next reading looking more at the new moon energies. I want to focus on the solar eclipse because on April the 8th, it conforms a very tight conjunction with the new moon in Aries. New moons are darkness coming to light. And the solar eclipse is all about finding our place in the sun, finding where we belong in the world. So this is a very a powerful moment for us to, as we're coming out of this powerful healing symbolized by the planet Pluto, a lot of Pisces energy, Neptune, Venus, a lot of conjunctions around a kind of completion, a kind of oneness, a one love energy that is permeating our lives in a variety of ways. I am doing personal readings, and information for that you can find in the description box below. Moreover, everyone is welcome here. I appreciate your presence here now. That's the most important thing, and all the ways that you support me are deeply appreciated. So Pisces, your overall energy, the Nine of Wands. You're determined, you're tired. There's a level of exhaustion here. I feel you attempting to recover from, but you are determined. You have not given up on a particular quest, and this is quite possibly around your business, your work, your communal effort, something you're participating in that you understand is around your purpose. In other words, will benefit others, will bring healing to others, but in the form of a kind of business or practice that will be abundant for you. You have been working at this, for some of you, a lifetime. For some of you, there has been a specific way that you're trying to manifest this effort, this project that is taking a lot out of your energy, but it is not depleting your will and determination, which is absolutely beautiful. In the present, the Death card. This is really in resonance with the new astrological new year that we're in right now with the new moon in Aries. You are in a rebirth. I say we because my progressed sun has long been in Pisces, and that's an area that many of you may want to explore as you learn about your own charts. So Pisces comes to represent this energy of a rebirth for me in particular and for you overall. This is the energy of having surrendered and released a whole lot of experience, a whole lot of expectation, a whole reality that is now being transitioned, and you are transforming into a new day, literally, a new you, a new experience of you, as you attempt now to take this project, this purpose that you have been moving forward towards to a new level. This is the element that is bringing you success, the ability to reimagine yourself, to rebuild yourself, to realign yourself with new values that are, I want to say they're more in sync with a global dynamic that we're experiencing now. It may appear chaotic and disparate, but that is exactly the energy that you are opening yourself up to in order to bring a successful conclusion to this new way of doing business, new way of experiencing growth and abundance. In the past, the Ten of Wands. So yeah, this is really consolidating this idea that you have been carrying a lot of responsibility. This can be have been throughout the entire process of your current project, the thing you're attempting to bring to fruition, the thing you're building, the new direction you're moving in. You have had to carry the energy of, for some of you, your ancestors, family members, family expectations, social expectations, depending on who you are. That there's a lot of pressure to do something significant, to do something well, to bring some benefit to others. And this is giving way to a deeper internalization of your confidence that you are bringing something new to your sense of purpose and mission on the planet. In the future, the Empress card. Hooray! You're moving absolutely into your power. And here with the Empress, you have the ruling planet Venus is in its exaltation in Pisces. This describes you in your flow. This is the highest expression of love for all creatures, all human, all elements, all living beings. You understand the place and the necessity of every single particle on the planet. And you're able to manage that, to strategize that the abundance that exists around you always and eternally into the perfect generation of ideas and abundance, the perfect vehicle that allows you to marshal the resources of others and to build something that is abundant, that will be abundant. Furthermore, this allows you to, because you're in the flow, because Venus is acting at its highest vibration in your sign, you're able to do this with a sense of reward, of naturalness, of this being part of your flow, that you are enjoying the process, you understand the reason, and you thus find joy in every aspect of building towards this creation, building towards this effort, building something new. You're making space to receive the rewards, and those rewards are primarily joy in the process. Like it almost doesn't matter what you're working on. You love every part of it as you get into this zone. And this zone is about the new you, the new sense of power integrated in with your community, the world, actually. I hope this reading is resonating for you, Pisces. Please like this video. Please share it with others, comment below, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. I deeply appreciate it. I, again, welcome all my new subscribers. And the card I pulled is forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And this is really bearing upon this phenomenal release that you're experiencing. This releasing this burden of the expectations of not just your mother or father, not just your family, but of your ancestors. You're part of a lineage that is here to do something very specific. And the pressure of that, no matter your age, no matter how young or old you are, has been with you for a while. You've been carrying that for a long time. And you are actually forgiving yourself for the missteps that you may have made along the way, the misunderstanding that these individuals were not pressuring you. They were simply encouraging you to move in a direction that was designed for you. This is who you are. You're carrying forward some critical and important tradition. I'm also going to pull a flora and fauna of Africa. And I have pulled the ostrich. And the plant associated with the ostrich is the hawkweed. And the key word is grounding. You've been out of touch. It's time to get back in tune. Keep your head held high, moving forward. I'm sure that most of you know what this refers to, and it does seem to me that there has been such a focus here on carrying burdens and expectations, the pressure of that can appear to have taken you out of yourself, thus the need, the desire for a rebirth, the opportunity for a new you to emerge, to step into the power that you have to fulfill your mission, your purpose. I'm going to clarify death in the presence with the Empress again and the World card. Oh, wow. You are already releasing a cycle. And again, the cycle is this heavy obligation to fulfill the expectations, the missions, the purpose, the goals of those who came before you. There are even traditions that you have been expected to uphold, perhaps that you were born into, that felt difficult, weighty, hard, as though they did not reflect any aspect of you. But in many ways, because you have gone through that period, in order to release that, having been successful, you're now experiencing the rewards of the recognition of having completed that cycle. And this can be included in the rewards, can be the lessons you've learned along the way that it has prepared you for the role that you're moving into. This has all been intentional in many ways, even if the expectations of the past felt burdensome, even if the pressure from the past felt difficult to manage, felt oppressive. You're recognizing that you are that person that they believed you to be, and that you have stepped into that place where you understand the flow, the love that is at the core of all of your efforts, the healing and impactful energy of that love. In the past, the Ten of Wands is clarified by the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords. Yeah, interesting. The tradition or the expectations of others often made you feel as though you were inadequate. They may have engendered some doubt about the worthiness of your ideas or your uniqueness. They may have seemed to cut you off from any innovation that you felt necessary to employ in order to get through this. So that instead you are experiencing the privilege of moving on. Now that you have accomplished, you've completed this cycle, you've gone through this training, you've gone through and addressed or fulfilled the promise that others saw in you, that you're now moving forward away from that into an environment that more appropriately allows you to be reborn as yourself into this place of power. No longer needing to address that tradition because it's within you. It's built within you now. You understand the necessity for these steps for fulfilling this levels of your initiation. And this has given you, again, this sense of preparedness for where you are now. In the future, the Empress is clarified by the Hierophant and the Seven of Swords. So interesting how there are universal global lessons that keep coming up in every reading. So I'm sure some of that is a reflection of those of you that follow me are on a particular path, and that your experience of succeeding, triumphing, graduating, completing a cycle successfully, and the way that you had to do that is a process that you're willing to share. You are teaching in the way that you've learned. You are modeling what you have done to be successful under a very challenging, burdensome tradition or experience of education, curriculum that has brought you closer into a place of being a gatekeeper, so that there are others, potential initiates along the way that you're identifying or that are being drawn to you to say, I want to learn what you know. I want to follow in your path. I want to follow the path you have followed. And you are in a position to, as an initiate, to help them to gain the lessons necessary before moving on to the next step. As in mentoring others, you are preparing yourself for the next step on the path of your initiation, on the path of your gaining the power, the validation for your place. Because the power that you have is potentially catastrophic if not properly used and groomed. So there's a continuous series of grooming that power that you have gained. You, of course, are meeting much resistance to what it is you understand, what you know you have to do. And in sharing that, you are encountering that resistance in a way that has in the past perhaps made you doubtful about the value of your ideas or your efforts. However, you are no longer internalizing the resistance that you receive. Instead, you are selecting your battles, understanding that any degree of power, any degree of success is going to be challenged along the way. That's the nature of success. If it was easy, it wouldn't be as worthy. It wouldn't be as worthwhile. This is not easy. You've gained in power in a way that attracts not only those that admire you or want to reward or recognize you, those that are envious, jealous, or simply don't understand. Our fear is emerging as they see not only ideas they don't understand, but also quite possibly the prospect that you're going to be swept away from whatever arena you're in because of the success of your path, the success of your ideas. So this is you understanding, you listen, you take in the feedback you get, you select your battles, and you move on to get the support that you need wherever it is. You're not wedded to a group of people, particularly if they're not supportive. This is key. The value of your ideas will carry you to the place where others are admiring you and following you. I'm going to finish off this reading, Pisces, with a crystal oracle. And I'm very much hoping that this is clear, that you're understanding this, and that this is being helpful to you. I've pulled the orpiment, a fiery-looking stone, and the key word is success. I am successful in all that I do. Thank you, Pisces, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, Namaste.